country on the right, it's a lot about we need to like not forget our roots and traditional stuff like family. And, I understand why there's a backlash to some of the shit that's going on. It wasn't particularly, it was like, I'm a mother and I'm proud to be a mother. Okay. Yeah. It's not fighting words. So, and also I wanted to make the point because they kept saying, well, her party has fascist roots. So did the Democrats. They were the party of slavery. Okay. And Jim Crow, the Democrat.
Wow. Surprised you said that out loud. It took a long time for me to learn that. The propaganda machine was working on me very well for a long time. There's obviously way more to the story than that. But wow. Sometimes, Bill Maher gets really close to getting it almost right. And then he'll say something else in the next 30 seconds. And I'm like, never mind.
And then they outgrew it. So to put that on her, that the roots. Yes, all our parties have roots. We all grow from corrupt places. And now I see she's invited to the White House. And again, I don't know who this broad is. I'm not defending her. I'm just saying the immediate hair trigger. Oh my God, the world has ended. Italy has elected a fascist. It's just the kind of thing that makes me go, I don't trust you in the media. I just don't trust you. There's some truth in that, but it's your narrative. I think they.
So, okay, they talking about Maroni. Okay, what's her name? Maroni? Gosh, I forgot. The woman who was elected in Italy who believes in family and things like that. And they already call her fascist just because she believes in family. And you want to know what's so crazy? Just the elementary basic comment will get you labeled out here. It's insane. Why is he's right. Why is she already a whole fascist? Because she said she believes in family. She has some sort of conservative, what seems to appear to be conservative values. I don't know if she held up to those values. Me personally, I don't think she did, but whatever. I'm not over there. Somebody would have to let me know. But a whole fascist, yeah, it's a bit much.
They call it something like, I don't know, some kind of journalism now where it's like advocacy journalism, where it's like, we're not even trying. We're not even proposing that we're neutral on this and just going to tell you what happened and give you the facts. We're going to inject our advocacy into the front page where we used to reserve it for the opinion page.
Bill, I feel that the terrifying truth might be that the liberal establishment has been co-opted by the very interest that in the Bush-Cheney era we understood to be Republican. It's been co-opted.
So Russell Brand keeps going off about this, the same co-opted by the same, and now I get it a little bit. I feel like I know what he's trying to say. And he's right. Again, we go back to this thing about the media. People do not trust the media. Again, that is why people are coming to YouTube or going to other places like Rumble, Twitter, all of that for the news. And that is why you are here watching this episode. And thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Now, and so really, when you're making content, right? So, okay, I'm not breaking news here on this channel, right? I'm more commenting on situations that are going on as far as culturally, politically, and just talking about the realness of it. Maybe this is more of a venting ground, but in reality, that's the thing, is in reality, and trying to have even a balanced take on it, right? Where that's not what you get with the mainstream media. Look, I'm not even going to do the CNN thing, right? I'm not. I am going to do the Fox News thing. You look at Fox News. Fox News is definitely the narrative builder for war. The minute we had this situation in Ukraine, Fox News and CNN, they sound alike. We need to help Ukrainians. We need to send money to Ukraine, everything. Still to now. So who's writing the script. It feels like script writing, right? Where we're getting pushed into making decisions like, oh, it is important for us to go to war with Ukraine because why? Russia, why? For Russia to go to war with Ukraine and it's going to save Americans. How? Nobody's talking about real American struggles. So people getting tired. People aren't really watching the media. And it's probably happening worldwide. A lot of people on Twitter. And the difference is now we can have these different outlets for now, until they get tired one day, maybe shut off the internet. I don't know. Maybe they get tired of us talking and connecting. But I tell you, on places like Twitter is where the news starts. And you get these different groups that happen, spaces and everything, where people can actually take a narrative that's given to them and they can work through it and figure out, well, does it make sense? Does the evidence lead there?
co-opted by military-industrial complex interests. It's being co-opted by pharmaceutical interests. It's being co-opted by financial interests. And they are simply unable to have the conversation about why there is not a political party that represents the interests of ordinary Americans. But when
So, and don't forget the pharmaceutical companies, the pharmaceutical lobby, whatever, the pharmaceutical influence. The fact is, we saw a lot of that in 2020 and 2021. I'm not going to get into, saying the name of what we saw, right? Because I don't need anything showing up on this video. But yeah, how about that? Who benefited from that, right?
Bernie Sanders was saying on your show that it's like who is the affiliate party of ordinary working Americans now? Like more people say the Republicans. A comparable thing has happened in our country. It seems that there's been a sort of a professionalization, if I dare offer such a term, of both the media class and punditry and politics more generally. And there's a kind of distaste for working people. I was trying to get at with the Brexit argument. They don't like ordinary people. And the only way to mask that is, I think, by rightly honoring important issues around identity and excluded cultural groups. Those are conversations that need to be had. And I think they know that those conversations need to be had, but I think they're only willing to have those conversations because they recognize that you cannot bring to the table anymore an agenda that will affect the interests of the powerful. Like Bernie said, they were bought out by the same financial interests that we'd conventionally associate with them. And we're seeing it in the advocacy for war, that you can't talk about peace, you can't talk about diplomacy, that you have to vilify and reduce every narrative.
It's absolutely true. I mean, they're pretty much at the end of this video, but he's right. I mean, he's right, because even really now with the whole thing about what's going on in the Middle East and everything, God forbid somebody says, guys, why don't we just stop the fight? Oh, you're some sort of sympathizer. You're a label. God forbid somebody says anything. You're a label. We need more war. And this conversation took place months before, right? Look where we are today. We are facing all kinds of conflicts. What does this do for the American people? I keep coming back to the same thing. What does it do? It doesn't do anything for us. But they love doing this. They love making us talk about, they love pushing us into this kind of war. Something bad is around the corner. So I don't know how long that's going to last with people. I really don't. People are waking up.